ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম কৌশিক ভাইয়া। ভাইয়া না তো দাদু, কেমন আছেন? আমি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালোই আছি। গেদের হাত থেকে মুক্তি পেয়ে তো সেই মজায় আছেন। আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালোই আছি ভাইয়া, সত্যি কথাই। কি যে বিগার মার্কে ছিল। কালকে আবার 50 গোল্ড হবে, দিয়ে 700 কয়েন হয়ে যাবে, ভালোই লাগে। কয়েন হলে ভালোই লাগে। প্রায় আমার কাছে এখন 1000 কয়েনের মতনই আছে, অ্যান্ড্রয়েডে আছে আর এখানে আছে। ডিভিশন খেলি। কি মিস্ত্রি দিয়ে খেলাই, দেখতে হবে কেমন খেলছে। হ্যালো রিকি, কি অবস্থা? আরে লাইভে আজকে কেউ নাই তো দেখছি, কে কি কমেন্ট করবে। সবাই বললো কর্নারে টিউটোরিয়াল দিতে, এখন কর্নারে টিউটোরিয়াল দিলাম, এখন আর কেউ নাই, তাই দেখছি আমি রেজিস্টারটা হচ্ছে না, আপনাকে বলছিলাম আমি আপু। হ্যাঁ বললেন তো ভাই, আমি আর কি করতে পারি, আমার তো অ্যান্ড্রয়েড নাই আমার কাছে, তো অ্যান্ড্রয়েড ছাড়া আপনার আইডি তো আমি লগ ইন করতে পারবো না, বুঝছেন? কি সমস্যা আজকে লাইভে বুঝলাম না। ওকে যাক, যা থাকুক থাক। নসুকে টিম স্ট্রেন্থ কোন অপোনেন্টের সাথে খেলতে চাই মানে? রাফিম হোসেন, আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভাইয়া ভালো, আপনার কি অবস্থা? আজকে প্রচুর গরম, প্রচুর প্রচুর প্রচুর, পাগল হয়ে যাচ্ছি গরমে আমি। মানে জিবি প্লেয়ার নিয়ে আসলেন স্কোয়াডে? ও আচ্ছা, ওইরকম কোনো ইন্টেনশনালি এরকম ইয়া নাই যে কম পড়ুক, সে আমার সাথে পড়ে 33ও পড়ে জিপি প্লেয়ার নিয়ে আসার পরে। হ্যাঁ আর্সেনাল হারলো, ওদের ভুলে যে ডিফেন্স শুরু করছে। ইসমাইল ভাই আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো, আপনি কেমন আছেন? আজকে আপনার মুড ভালো, বা ভালো হলেই তো ভালো, আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। আহা, বুঝেন ব্যাপারটা, আমার কাছে তখন আমার ফোন দিয়ে করছি, কিন্তু আমার ফোনের লিমিট নাই, আপনাকে বললামই তো আমার কাছে আর লিমিট একটাই আছে, আমি এখন লগ আউট করতে তো পারবো না। আর হচ্ছে আমি ওই সাবস্ক্রাইবার অ্যাকাউন্ট প্যাক ওপেনিং করলে একটা অ্যান্ড্রয়েড নিই, সেই অ্যান্ড্রয়েড নাই আমার কাছে এখন। তোমার মুড ভালো নাকি? ভালো, ভালো আছে মোটামুটি, কিন্তু কথা বাড়াচ্ছে না। টুর্নামেন্ট অ্যানাউন্স, টুর্নামেন্ট হ্যান্ডেল করা টাফ। কি ভাই কি করে? আমার কাছে অ্যান্ড্রয়েড আসলে আপনাকে আমি বলবো নি। আর আপনার ওরকম হচ্ছে, আমার ওরকম হয়নি, তা আমি বুঝতেও পারছি না আপনার কেন এরকম অ্যাক্সেস চাচ্ছে। বলছেন তো দেয়া আছে যে, যে এজ বললেন মানে সাল বললেন, সেই সালে আপনার সমস্যা হওয়ার কথা না, তারপরেও আছে আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো, কিন্তু ভয়েসের কি হয়েছে বুঝতে পারছি না। গরমে মনে হয় গলা বসে গেছে।
So off we go then. Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive.
Just the keeper in his chance. There it is.
আপডেটের পর গেমের কি অবস্থা? অনেকদিন গেম খেলি না। ভালো ভাইয়া, স্মার্ট আছে স্টপ করে দিয়েছে, অবশ্যই ভালো।
And here we are, early stages. He struck one and he looks hungry for more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Villa. That has been cut short. Goes long and straight. And it's Rooney. Stojkovic. Chance for a shot! That's really well cleared. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
I'm not a queen.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Threads one in, and that is expertly dealt with.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Dembele. Gabriel lays it forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fermin. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. Big chance!
ভাই যে ঠেলা ঠেলি জাহিদুল ইসলাম ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম ভাইয়া কেমন আছেন
Thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Marquez is there and he can pick it up. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Stojkovic.
Manchester United always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Now it's Stojkovic. Stojkovic is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's been played through. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That's a sharp pass. Just past the 40th minute mark. And it's Rooney. David, he's had a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
কবে
Oh, a goal of real quality.
কবে করলাম
Look ridiculous.
স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট অন করে আগের
If
দিন
you have that good a connection, you know where that's going to end up, Peter. I think he knew the moment he caught it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the referee says that is that for the first
মুশফিক
half.
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো আপনি কেমন
Nothing
আছেন
to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
শিপট্রিংকে ওয়েন নিয়ে আসেন না নুনেজ দিয়ে খেলাম
Substitution for Manchester United, number 16, Stojkovic. Coming on the field is number 21.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Substitutions taking place.
That has ended up in no man's land. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Owen. David Villa going after that. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That pass isn't the best. Spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here.
এ ভাই
A header!
কি রে
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may
নুনে
have snatched it
কেমন
that a
খেলে
bit,
ওরে
even though
কালকে
it
যে
was quite
দুইটা
close.
ম্যাচ মনে হয় খেলাইছিলাম আর আজকে এখন খেলছি ওরে নিছি দেখার জন্য কেমন কি স্নাইডারের কিকিং পাওয়ার 100 এই স্নাইডারের স্টার্ট মারাত্মক
Rooney, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate. Decent chance! He's delivered all right! One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will
নাসির ভাইয়া
sting.
হাই
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And a chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
দেখি জায়গা মতো না থাকলে তো ব্লিজ মারতে পারবো না হ্যালো লাবিব নাসির ভাই আমার বাসায় রাজশাহীতে
Substitution for Manchester United.
নেদারল্যান্ড
Number
Well, look,
7,
they know
Rohan,
they've got a
hello.
height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Edmilson. Coming on the field, number 18.
রিয়েল লাইফে যারা খেলে তারাই সবসময় খেলা একরকম থাকে না সেখানে তো আমি গেম খেলি আমার কাছে এক্সপেক্ট করছেন আমার সবসময় খেলা একরকম থাকবে তাকে
Barcelona
সম্ভব
are looking to go forward now. And this is Rooney. It's out for a goal kick.
আই এম ফাইন রোহান
Darwin being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Owen. Rijkaard. And this is Owen. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Nice sequence of passes this. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cross from Irwin. Cafu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, nice touch. He's picked his way through. That's tidy.
Such good technique.
Alonso. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned.
কিভাবে ম্যাচ আপ করতে হয় ভালো করে একটা ভিডিও দিন ম্যাচ আপের ভিডিও আপনি কি স্টুডেন্ট হ্যাঁ স্টুডেন্ট শালা জোকার এক নম্বরের জোকার
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10.
Guardiola
Rooney.
is eyeing up his options in the
রানা হ্যালো
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter.
Coming on
Now
the
to get
field,
good contact on
Number
it.
8. Joshua Kimmich. Number 23.
Cross
Beckham.
deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Added minute has been indicated.
খেলুক এই পয়েন্ট নিয়ে কি করবে মানে মানে কত দূর যাবে যাক সমস্যা নাই মুড অফ কিসের জন্য হবে আমার গলা দিয়ে কথা বলছে না কেন জানি গরম বসে গেছে হাস্যকর লাগছে আর 2-3টা নাম হবে নাকি লতিফ মিয়া কোনামের মারতে মন চাইতেছে আরে না কি হয়েছে জিতু
They've played it short. Beckham. Oh, that's neat. Beckham pinches it off him. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret.
শান্তু ওয়ালাইকুম
Front foot
আসসালাম
start, but they were ultimately made to pay
এই
for their
ধরনের
inability
প্লেয়ারদের
to
ব্যান
kill it
করা
off.
উচিত
Hello everybody and please
Well, how will we look back on
আল্লাহ
Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it
ভাই
very
টিভি
enjoyable.
চ্যানেল ওয়ানে অনেক কষ্ট হচ্ছে বেচারা তাই মনে হচ্ছে একটাই ম্যানেজার তো তাই চেঞ্জ করলাম क्या है फॉर्मेशन क्या ये क्या फॉर्मेशन है प्रो फॉर्मेशन प्रो ম্যাচ আপ তো খেলি এইখানে লাস্টের দিকে ওরকম করছে তাই ম্যাচ আপ করিনি কোন ফরমেশন হইলো প্রো প্রো ফরমেশন দিস ইজ নিউ আইডি নিছি মেয়েরা তো রিগার্ড দেবেন আপনার দেওয়া যায় না আর আমাকে নসু আপুর সাথে দুর্নামে ও নামে এরকমই মাহান আছে রাহা হ্যালো হ্যালো রানা রানা সবাই লাইক করে দাও প্লিজ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো আপনি কেমন আছেন আমার দেখা ফার্স্ট আপু তোমার লাইভ মানে বুঝলাম না আপনার কথা কোন গেম থাকলে মনে হয় নোটিফিকেশন আসে হ্যাঁ গেমের মধ্যে থাকলে গেমিং মোড অন থাকে যে গেমের থেকে একটা গেমিং মোড অন হয় ইসমাইল দিয়ে উইন হতে পারতাম না সারা উইন হতে পারি না কষ্ট নুনেজ দিয়ে इसलिए थोड़ा बहुत तारीफ तो बनता है যে লেভেলের সিম্পাথি দেখাইতেছে আন্দোলন না হয় যায় অপরে গেমছে আচ্ছা প্যারা নেই চিল চিল আপনি আজকে 1700 করবা ওকে হ্যাঁ ইনশাল্লাহ আমার অ্যাকাউন্টে র্যাঙ্ক পুশ দিয়ে দেবে আমি ফ্রি করাই না ভাইয়া ওরা আবিদ হ্যালো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো আপনি কেমন এই গেম খেললে ওবা মনে দিস ইজ কোনামি আর একবার দুর্নীতি করলে কোনামির অফিসে অ্যাটাক দিবেন আচ্ছা 3000 কয়েন জমাইছি ডেম্বেলে আসলে মারবো মাইরেন মাইরেন আরো জমান ডেম্বেলে আসতে আসতে আরো কয়েন হয়ে যাবে
So it's down to business here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
He's going for goal!
টার্গেট 1700 ইয়াচ আপি আজকে আর লস্ট করা যাবে
And we have
ন্যাশনাল
our
ব্যাংক
very first
আসবে
corner.
তবে চলে আসবে সোনি আসবে এরকম কিছু বলে নাই ভাই আমি অথেন্টিক নিউজ ছাড়া কিছু ও রে এটা কোনো হেড
Oh,
হইলো
that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Pele wins the duel this time. Threads one in. Oh, super ball! Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Cantona. Oh, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neither side yet able to find the net. And the return pass. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary, and that's really well manoeuvred. Now then, the ball's come loose. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Messi, and he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's Dembele. Lopez. Oh, that's Fermin! Drogba. And it's Messi. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played.
এই
Timber. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And here's Batistuta. Look at the space here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement.
আরে আউট করে
Against
দিছে
a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Timber. Kimmich. And it's Rijkaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi. Drogba! It's off target and by
হ্যাঁ
right
ভাই
away.
ভাবার পর
Just
সিবি
wondered what
নেছি
was on his
সিবি
mind
না
there. Should have put his foot right through it.
দুই ঘন্টা ডিসিশন নিতে এত
Now it's Drogba.
কনফিউশন
This is Batistuta. Picked out. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
পিএসজি চ্যাম্পিয়ন হ্যাঁ
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Big chance! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be
Aram
back with
Ditchelak.
the second half shortly. So right back into the action.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter...
Chance! And that's a tiny finish. Barely into the second half. And
Kemanullah.
already it is heating up. Satisfyingly
ঠিকঠাকভাবে
simple. There's
দেশে
almost
ফিরেন
a sense
দোয়া
of
করি
beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Drogba chasing after it. And it's Messi. And here's Drogba. It's Snyder! And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Snyder
অনেক
clearly
ভালো
thought he
ভাই
had
আছে
the beating of the
ভালো
keeper.
ছিল না ডিনার করিনি এখনো গুজরাটের আইপিএল কে জিতবো গুজরাট আর জানি না আইপিএল খেলা দেখছি না এখন টু ওয়াচ
For the first
কমপ্লিট
time in the game here. Cleared without hesitation. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Gerrard. Adams. Nicely aimed pass. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a
বল
formidable
অনেকক্ষণ আগে
matchup.
দিছি কিন্তু বলটা
It's
দিতেই
all a little
পারলো
bit
না প্লেয়ার
desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense.
কি
So
হলো
was the relief.
হ্যাঁ
The great
ইন্টারসেপশন
escape.
করে দিছে
Now it's Owen. Now that's well seen too. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Batistuta. Batistuta. He'll try from distance. Oh, good finish.
খেলতে পারছি না কেন জানি মেজাজটা খারাপ হয়ে গেছে
Two up now, and they are cruising.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl. Well, it's one of
ভালো
those, Peter,
বললাম
where
তো
you've got to take
লিমা
your hat
আক্তার
off and just say, too good.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Messi. And he's gone backward here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Timber's cross. And that's the keeper's ball. And here's the chance to counter. Mateus, who's set up one goal so far. And the pass is intercepted. Schneider. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Batistuta is onto it in a flash. And no, that was never going to make it. Owen, and that's a tries a shot. Oh, and the referee says that is it. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your reflections then, Jim.
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch. And you're never going to win like
না না রিয়েল লাইফে ফুটবল অনেক ভালো লাগে ভাইয়া। নীল সরকার, হ্যালো, ওয়েলকাম। হ্যালো। লাইট অফ করে রাখলেও পোকা কই থেকে আসে? সেকেন্ডবার দেখছি ওটা দিয়ে খেলার পর ভালো ফিডব্যাক পাইলাম না, এই জন্য চেঞ্জ করলাম। দেখি কেপলেও কি সেম নাকি আমার সমস্যা। রোড টু 1 মিলিয়ন সাবস্ক্রাইবার ইন ড্রিম, নট
The noise
রিয়েল।
is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
না,
ready to let
লিঙ্ক আপ করে
balls.
খেলবো না।
This
লিঙ্ক
is
আপ আর এর
football
মধ্যে
at
কোনো
its
পার্থক্য
finest.
নাই। স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্টের মধ্যে আমার কাছে
Looks
সেটাই
like a
মনে হয়।
big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপের সবগুলা, না সবগুলা দেখবো না।
So we're up and running. Portugal have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times.
Can he finish? Superb from Dembele!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable. It's
এ ভাই, কেমনে কি গ্যারেথ বেলের কাছে চলে গেল বল?
try by any means. Oh, it's Dembele. Lopez. Fermin ventures forward. He's found a way through, and he decides to cross it. Oh, what
রে
a
অফসাইড।
ball!
আহা,
And he's straight offside.
নাইস গোল। ডেম্বেলে ভালো খেলে, পরশ।
Now it's Cantona, and it's made its way to him. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Now then, the ball's come loose. First quarter of an hour gone, and claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Cantona. Now it's Lopez. Looking for options for movement. Caught offside that time.
তাই বলে অফসাইড? ফারমেন্স লোবেসে নিয়ে দৌড়ানো যেত।
Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. Mateus. Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work.
They
হ্যালো।
want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a sharp pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Maldini. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Haaland. Fermin, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Maldini. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Kimmich. He's in a great position here. He's having a shot! Barcelona.
হ্যাঁ, ফাইনাল লাইভেই তো দেখছি, সবাই মিলেই দেখতাম।
Oh, good.
ভাই এইগুলা গোল কেমনে মিস দেয় ভাই, মাথা
No damage in the end.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Fermin. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. It is a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. That has been knocked clear. And that is the end of the first half.
বলতে পারো।
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
This is a lost
How would you
children
review the first
announcement.
half?
Barcelona really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Barcelona just about ahead, 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
So into the second half.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Owen! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Has a look and place it forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mateus, just about up to the hour now. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Can he spark a counter here? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Schneider. Xavi Alonso. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Van Dijk. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's good running with the ball. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
লিওনেল মেসি।
And that's it. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving
ট্রেনিং তো
just
দেয়াই
enough.
আছে,
A
কমেন্টে
terrific
দেখেন।
win, however you look at it.
আবির, এই তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো, আপনি ভালো আছেন? ওকে, ভাত খেতে যাও। কেন কনগ্রেট? একটু ওয়েট, আসছি। ফ্রিজে রাখছি আজকে। নিরাপদে ছিলাম না, তাই একটু ওয়েট, একটু পর খেলছি। হ্যাঁ, কথা বলি এখন, একটু এসএমএস করি আপনাদের, ট্রেনিং দিচ্ছি, দাঁড়ান। প্লাস বেশি দেয় না, না। মালদিনী ট্রেনিং এটা, আইসক্রিম। ভালোই তো, পড়াশোনা নিয়ে ব্যস্ত থাকবেন, এটাই স্বাভাবিক। মেহরাব ভাই, এটা নিয়ে আপনি পরে ইনবক্স করেন। আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো ভাইয়া। মোর্শেদ ভাই, আপনি ভালো আছেন? দেখতে দেখতে এরা কতগুলো ম্যাচ খেলছে, বাপরে। দিলাম তো। বুস্টার লাগবে? ওয়ালাইকুম কায়েদ ভাইয়া, কি অবস্থা, কেমন আছেন? ঠান্ডা লাগছে, আবার আইসক্রিম খাচ্ছি। ডিভিশন খেলবো এখন, ফ্রেন্ডলি না, যদিও করে লাস্টে 2-1। আজকে 1700 করতে হবে। আজকে বিকালে হ্যাঁ বিকালের দিকে, তো দুপুরের দিকে এরকম একটাই ম্যাচ খেলছি। তো দুর্জয় নামের পড়ছে, আমি ভাবছি যে কে নাকি, কে নাকি বলছি কি আমার যে দুর্জয় আছে ওই দুর্জয়। পরে যে দেখতে গেছি যে র্যাঙ্ক কত, বুঝলাম যে ওটা দুর্জয় না তাহলে। না, লাইভে 2টা ম্যাচ লস, 3টাই তো খেলছি হাইয়েস্ট লাইভে। যে আসছি তো দেখেন। রিয়াদ আহমেদ বলেন ভাইয়া। না এখন ডিভিশন ডিভিশন, কোনো রিয়াকশন না, কোনো কিছু না, কেন দুর্জয় এত ভালো খেলতে পারে। কি হয়েছে দা, আমি এরকম বলিনি, ওর আইডি আমি দেখছি তো ওই জন্যই বললাম, ওটা না। আমি ওকে কোনো ইনসাল্ট করে কিছু বলিনি। তো খেলি না, ভোডাফোন 6K। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ দুর্জয়, হ্যাঁ আমি ওরকমই দেখছিলাম, ওই জন্যই ভাবলাম যে ওর হবে না এটা। কি অবস্থা আপনার, কেমন আছেন? এই দুর্জয় রাগ করছো তুমি? গরমে ফিনিশ হয়ে গেছে একদম আপু, তোমার ডে বাই ডে ভালো হয় কেন? তোমার গেম প্লে ডে বাই ডে তাই না?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here
এসি
as these
ছাড়া
two sides
বাঁচবো
get
না।
ready to lock horns.
নিয়ে
This
নেন,
is football at its finest.
বিয়ে করেন, যৌতুক থেকে নিয়ে
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
নেপালিয়ান।
There's the whistle.
For the ultimate model of consistency
আমার
and
গেম প্লে ভালো না
longevity,
রে ভাইয়া।
there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier's a bit, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just plows on and on with boundless
সবাই
energy.
বলছে না আপনার গেম প্লে ভালো না।
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a
বাজে হয়ে
formidable
গেছে নাকি?
matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. Schneider. Raul. He's quick to return it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
আমি জানি এর কাছ থেকে বল নিলেই ফাউল দিবে।
Howson. And it's Timber. And it's Timber.
অপোনেন্ট ভালো খেলে।
Here's Cannavaro. Howson.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Rijkaard. Could move up a gear here. He's shifting through the gears here. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Mateus is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's a good run down the left. He's picked his way through. And the shots! Knocks it into space. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there.
কেমন পাস? ওইখানে প্লেয়ার এই পাশ দিয়ে পাস দিচ্ছে, আচ্ছা প্লেয়ারগুলো পাস এরকম কেন দেয়? এটা আমার দোষ।
Schneider. And it's Rijkaard. Nicely spread.
ওরে কি সেটা দেখি ওজা ভাইয়ের বক্তব্য সেম, কারণ কি শুধু কি মেয়ে মানুষ, ছেলে মানুষ কি খুব ভালো?
Face to face with his great rival. No way through. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Ball played for Rijkaard. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Schneider driving forward. Oh, the ball's gone astray. He is through here. Batistuta's cross. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Oh, that's well spotted. And now the breakaway. And he's lost his man here. Oh, a gilt-edged chance. And he shoots. Big moment.
না পয়েন্টগুলো কই এত কেমন
And for such a big name,
ম্যানেজার নিচে যে তাই
they're very close to the break. Not only creates a
ডুয়েল
real
এটা
threat,
ক্যামেরা অ্যাঙ্গেল।
That is all they have time for. A very combative, competitive
মেয়ে
half
ছেলে
with
কেউ ভালো
just
না,
the one decisive moment.
একদম।
It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona leading by one.
জমানা বহুত বুড়ে।
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised.
Ah.
Hence their position. They can afford to be a
Snyder
little
খেলা
braver with
একটু
the ball. I
এদিকে
think
নিয়ে আসে।
something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break.
কিমিচ অনেক ভালো খেলছে, কারে নিবেন এটা ডিপেন্ড করছে চাঁদ মিয়া। আপনার স্কোয়াড না দেখে বলতে পারবো না কাকে দরকার আপনার স্কোয়াডে।
So right back
ডিলাইট
into the action.
ভালো খেলছে, খেলবেই তো।
Definitely want to carry on in a
নি
similar
নিজে
manner,
ওরা
although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Number 13, Schneider.
And it's Azar. Azar running a top gear. Oh, sweet feet. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered. And the shot! And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
So smooth.
মনে নাই,
A
দেখতে হবে।
signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there.
জানি না এরকম কেন খেলে।
Shots in their passing. Now, can they get him away? That's very neat. Silvestre wins the duel this time. Skims one in. Schneider has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Cannavaro. He's looking wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Owen. Cannavaro. Over to the right flank. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Cannavaro
ভাই বার
gets
হইলো না
over
বল,
and intercepts.
অপোনেন্ট হলে বল দেখতেন বার হয়ে গেছে কেমনে কি।
Looks to the other side. And it's Messi.
Concentration
রে,
levels
বলটা
are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Pass is just off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Hazard. Zanetti. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's
না
ended
না
elsewhere, both
ওয়ান্ডার
sides
হয়
showing
কিসেরটা।
battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
হ্যালো জিম,
Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the
পজিশন
more
বেশ
this game
দিচ্ছে
went
বা
on,
ভালো।
the draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So thank you very much, Jim, for...
হ্যাঁ রিয়াকশন দিব না এখন ভাইয়া, ওরকে তারপর পয়েন্ট দিতে ইনশাল্লাহ। ফ্রিতে খেলছেন না সেম অ্যাজ মাইন। আমি কিসের জন্য স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট অপোনেন্ট নিয়ে খেলবো? আমার কোনো এত শোক বাঁধেনি। ঠিক আছে, আবার ডিভিশনে শুধু হাঁটতেছে। ডিভিশনে নেটে তো ইস্যু দিচ্ছে। এবার ডিভিশনে একটু কন্টেস্ট তো হবেই, ভাগাভাগি হয়ে গেছে না, যার যার মানে জমি। কেন জানি ওই ম্যানেজার দিয়ে খেলতে এরকম হচ্ছিল কেন? সমস্যা নাই, পান্তা এখনো তার প্রাইমে নেই। হ্যাঁ স্ক্রিপ্ট প্রচুর বেড়ে গেছে। আপনি লাইভ প্রথম দিন যেদিন আপডেট আসলো বৃহস্পতিবারে, ওই দিন খেলছিলাম।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
তো
ready to lock horns.
প্রথম
This is
দিন
football
আমি
at
যে
its
পরিমাণে
finest.
সাফার করছি লাইভে, এখন সবাই ভাবতে পারে হুট করে একটা দিনে কেমনে মানুষের খারাপ, এত খারাপ মানে খেলা খারাপ হতে পারে। আমি তো বললে ভাববেনি খেলতে পারে না, আবার স্ক্রিপ্ট বলে এসে হ্যান ত্যান। আমার নেপালে সব।
And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Mateos. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's delivered all right. And there is your opener. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's good vision. And they're quick to get it back. Barcelona are behind here despite their domination of possession. And here's Cantona.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Cafu ventures forward. Now it's Vieri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Great ball if he can get there. Now there's a fine ball. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out towards the flank. He's a sharp little ball here. Cafu, and that's aimed into the middle. Decent chance! And there's a goal. A quite incredible spell.
গোল হলো কিভাবে?
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution.
Down to business again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else.
Goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gets his head on it! Well taken goal. Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's Vieri! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't
এই
he?
হৃদয়
Impressive jump.
যে আপডেট দিচ্ছিলাম আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো আপনি কেমন আছেন পারে না।
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. But Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's had a shot! Oh, good finish. They have come roaring back.
আমার বাসা
Well, you
রাজশাহীতে
have to
ভাইয়া।
credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Zanetti to McAllister. Nepal really will have to throw everything at this now. Oh, good take and a good air. Van Basten! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
That has ended up in no man's land. Opts for safety.
রেই
That pass isn't the best. Great vision. Shot could be on.
আরে ছি ভাই, এগুলা কি এত জোরে পাস হয়ে গেছে।
A horrible blip, a horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
ইসমাইল ভাইয়া বলে
Nepal with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rijkaard
Substitution on the field. Number
has a look
9,
and plays it forward.
Van Basten. Coming on the field is
Nepal
number
can
4,
really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly
Added
commit now.
minutes has been indicated.
Owen. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And he's managed to get rid. And he's there to retrieve it. Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. And that's a good ball. Threads one in. And time is up. Barcelona perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
ফরমেশন চেঞ্জ না করি। না, আজকে ফ্রেন্ডলি না ভাইয়া। আচ্ছা আজকে কত কত হাঁটতে পারি আমি, জাস্ট এটাই দেখবো।
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
আচ্ছা, হেড ওয়াচ
Just
কমপ্লিট,
listen
ওইটা
to
কি
that noise.
ওয়াইসি
This
নাকি?
place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Zico. Schneider. Now it's Cantona. Mateus. And here's Dembele. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who... Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first.
কোনো 27 দিনের মতন সময় আছে ভাই ডিভিশনে 1-এ যাওয়ার জন্য।
Impressive jump. Goal! Barcelona! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona, chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Zico really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Howson with the clearance. Struck first time.
2 সপ্তাহের মধ্যে যেতে হবে নাকি শুনছি। কেন 2 সপ্তাহের মধ্যে কেন যেতে হবে?
That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear.
কতবার?
There will be a throw-in.
হ্যাঁ, নিউ বোনাচি ভালো ভাইয়া।
And it's Zico. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Zico. He is through here. Kimmich. And it's Kimmich. Roberto Carlos. Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Drogba. Forlan goes down, but nothing given. Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Dembele. He's found a way past, and he's managed to get free. There's the shot! And yes, it's there!
টিভি ট্রেনিং আছে আপনার কাছে, পিন কমেন্টে দেখেন,
Two up and in charge.
একটা কমেন্ট পিন করা আছে, প্লেয়ার প্রোগ্রেশন লেখা আছে, ওই লিংকের মধ্যে গেলে পাবেন।
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
ম্যাক্স কত যায়? স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট ফিল্টারেও এখনো খেলা যায়।
Yaya Toure. Cannavaro. Passes coming off in
There will
quick
be 3
succession here.
minutes added time.
Rijkaard. And it's Dembele. It's gone out for a throw-in.
প্রথমে আসার পরে একজন মেজাজটা মানে মন মেজাজটা একটু ইয়ে করে দিত, এই জন্য
Any opinion you'd like to
Yeah, like
express on the first half?
Well, I think
যাই
things
হোক,
have worked out pretty
আমার
well
অনেক
so
কথাই
far.
সহজেই মন
If
খারাপ
it
হয়ে
ain't
যায়।
broke, don't fix it. So I
With
think
the
the
owner
manager
of
has to
blue
resist
car
change
parked outside
at
the
this stage.
stadium gate. Kindly remove
Barcelona
it.
Yeah,
firmly in
fine.
control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline.
হাসবনি প্যারা নাই।
Substitutions taking place.
And we get things going again. Howson is always looking to break lines. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mateus. Somewhat off target. And this is Owen. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
এআই পোস্ট দিব আর কুছ?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. But it's Owen. And he was quick to react. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kimmich. Mateus. Now it's Forlan. And here's Mbappe. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. This is a promising build-up. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Toure wins the duel this time. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Ødegaard. No, that's been intercepted. And this is... It's Zico!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Owen. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Owen. That is good strength. Just 5 minutes left. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is a nice touch.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on.
And time is up. Barcelona
Morocco
can
Islam
take all the
Ismail
spoils,
Islam.
and it is
Kemal Hasan
nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to,
Maradona.
following this splendid display of poise,
Peler maybe
potency,
একটা biopic
and
বার হবে
proficiency.
Reminder today that parking in the area
Any
around the
reflections
stadium
on what
is
না ফ্রেন্ডলি না ডিভিশনও তো খেলা লাগবে ভাই আমি অন্য সময় তো খেলতে পারি না বুঝছেন তাহলে আমি এখন ডিভিশন না খেললে কখন খেলবো বলেন ওইটাই এদের জায়গায় পেলে ম্যারাডোনার জায়গায় ম্যারাডোনা ঠিক ঠিক বলেছেন কাউকেই ভুলি না ভাইয়া স্নাইডার দিয়ে একটু প্লিজ তুলতেই পারছি না আমি ফাঁকিবাজ কেন কি করলাম
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Cantona. He has found the way through. He's found some space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passing nice and neat. Zaire Emery. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Scholes is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. This is a promising build-up. Oh, easy pickings there.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
He's mid chance!
ভাই
Oh, that was
এর বলে
wicked,
94
a
কাল
truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Mateus. Schneider looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chance, surely! He's scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Kashima Antlers are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Kashima Antlers have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Cantona absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well,
And this is Snyder. Snyder! And now they can clear their lines. Scholes. Now it's Messi. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
clearly is miffed, having...
So a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Immediately.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
Coming on the field.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at...
Real chance! And there's a goal! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that is fabulous! A true canny finish! And that's a sharp finish! And they've got their lead back! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished.
And a chance!
আই গোল দিতে পারেনি, এটা কোনো কথা? কি কাল মারলো উলি?
But not quite the end
কথা
product
বলতে
required.
ইচ্ছে করছে না, সত্যি
Has
কথা।
every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Owen. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
চেক করছি, রিপ্লাই দিছি, দেখছেন? দেখেন না আপনি?
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Kashima Antlers clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? That's another chance.
নেট আটকায় যাচ্ছে, কি বলবো?
And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
প্রথম দিকে এত বাজে ম্যাচ যায় দিয়ে লাস্টে এই জন্য উইন রেট এত
Spots it and
কমে।
intercepts. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Hernus, and he's got the beating of his man. Quick to recover this.
সুইচ হয়নি বলে আল্লাহ।
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe.
না, কোপ খেলবো না।
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
We are into
Added minutes has
overtime.
been indicated.
Marquez.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's a good ball. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And time is up. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It was a very
Hello
good game,
everybody, and
played
quick
in the right
announcement
spirit
now.
with
We
a
would like to
fitting
ask you all to
atmosphere,
kindly stay
and I think
seated during the
football won
match.
this time.
উদয়পাত চৌধুরী ডুয়েল। আচ্ছা, ইয়ে করি, কি বলে, ফ্রি ম্যাচ মেকিং ফ্রি দিয়ে দেখবো কেমন কি গেম প্লে হচ্ছে নাকি। গেম না, ডিপ্রেশন ডাইনামিক না ইউজ করতাম, বাদ দিছি, ডুয়েলে খেলছি। মোড অফ, হোয়াইট গেম প্লে ট্রাই করে দেখি কি অপোনেন্ট পড়ে। এসে আসবে, আমি তো আর এসে ইউজ করছি না। দেখি। আমার উইন রেট অনেক কমে যাচ্ছে, বুঝছো না ব্যাপারটা? মানে কোনামি কিছু না কিছু একটা, মানে কি বলবো, ইমপ্রুভ করে, ওইদিকে কাহিনী করে রাখে। দেখি অপোনেন্ট স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট হলে তো বুঝবো। ট্রাই টু বেস্ট, আমারও তোমার মতো হচ্ছে অবস্থা, তাই তো। ওরে নেট না, আমি এই ম্যাচ নিচ্ছি না। আসলে তো আরো ওই যাবো না। আপনার সাথে এসে আসবে, আপনি তোমার সাথে এসে আসবে। আমি যে ফ্রিলি করলাম, ম্যাচ মেকিং ফ্রিলি করলাম, স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট করতেই পারে, স্ক্রিপ্ট বাড়াইছে বলছি না। যাই হোক, আমি আমি চাই লাইভ স্ট্রিম, মানে হতাশ না হইতে। ওয়ান উইক ওয়েট করো, ওয়ান উইক ওয়েট তো করবো, তাহলে আমি কি ওয়ান উইক তাহলে লাইভ স্ট্রিম অফ করে রাখি নাকি? তোমরা যদি চাও লাইভ স্ট্রিম ওয়ান উইক বন্ধ থাকুক, আই হ্যাভ নো প্রবলেম। এখানে কি কোনো টিক টিক ছিল? স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট কিনা কেমনে বুঝবো? ও স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট, হ্যাঁ, সবুজ কালারের বাতি। ইয়া বাত হে, অপোনেন্ট পড়লো স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট। চলো, স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট অপো, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ দেখলাম, প্রথমে খেয়াল করছিলাম, পরে দেখলাম। হ্যাঁ সবুজ কালার দেখলাম আরবিকে। ও হ্যাঁ আরবিকে সিবি করা লাগবে, এই জিনিসটা আমি ট্রাই করতে চাইছিলাম। না বাবা, আমার মজা লাগবে না, স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট দিয়ে খেলে আমার মজার দরকার নাই।
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
Tries to pass it through. McAllister. That's tidy. And it's Kimmich. Vermeer. Mateus. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Neymar. McAllister. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
A probing pass. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Sylvestre promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Dembele. Well seen, saw that coming. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Bernardo Silva.
Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with some... McAllister! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter.
যাতে সবাই ওরা গালাতে পারে এই জন্য অন করে রাখছে।
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Looking for the run. Picked out brilliant. Can he finish? Goal, Milan! And that was
ফোন দাও, ওর নেট সমস্যা করে নাকি? ফোন দাও, ওই খেলার ঝামেলা হোক। বলছে নাম্বার দিয়ে রাখি কি? ও ডিফেন্স অন করতে গেছে মনে হয়, সবগুলো নামাবে, আরো নামাই দিবে হয়তো বা। এক নাম্বার দেখে যতটা মনে হচ্ছে।
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Dembele.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides,
Number
Milan
16,
have taken the lead.
Robin.
Well, I'd
Coming on
remind
the
those
field,
players, Peter, that
number
concentration
20,
will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the
Number 21,
momentum straight back to your
Mbappe.
opposition.
Number
And the
18,
shot!
Schneider.
And he's
Substitutions
straight
taking
offside.
place.
Akanji. Barcelona have rung the changes already.
There will be 1
They
minute
could, of course,
added
make
time.
further alterations at half-time. Now it's Mbappe. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Thank you.
Well,
very
obviously
much for your
things are not
cooperation.
good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution.
কি সমস্যা ভাই, কি বালের সব অপোনেন্ট, বিগার লাগে।
Down to business
কি
again.
গেম যে খেলি, মাঝে মাঝে ভাবি যে
Barcelona
কেন
can
ই
really
ফুটবল
do with
খেলি,
some
আজব
bigger names
লাগে
standing
একবারে।
up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time,
বল
Peter, to make an
পাস দেয়
ambitious
কি
change.
করে কি করে।
Now it's Schneider.
অফসাইড,
Mbappe
অফসাইড ট্র্যাপ অন
finds
করে
himself
রাখছে।
offside.
এতক্ষণ তাই বলে যাবে, বার হবে, এই করবে ওই করবে, ভাই ফালতু মার্কা গেম যে।
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Owen looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want
সেলিব্রেশন
another.
শুধুমাত্র মেজাজটা ঠান্ডা করার
Well, I
জন্য।
think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having winning runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Mbappe.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Schneider. He's onside. Oh, just skips past his man. Chance! And
He can.
away.
হেড কোন আমি
Akanji
ভাই।
is pretty much the definition of the word
এক নম্বরের
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Azar. Akanji. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now who's going to be first to this? 75 minutes played. Mateus.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
He's had a shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Diop fully appreciates that he could have won it
Full
then, and
হয়েছে
now he'll be all
1500
keyed up
নামবো
not to
দেখেন
lose it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Akanji.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He has found the way through.
ভাই কেমনে কেমনে ডিফেন্স করছে
What we done here, Peter?
আরে
I don't
যেই
see
মার
there being
দি
offside
সেটাই ওই
from
ধরে
two
কেমনে
sides.
ভাই
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Mbappe voted man of the match, and
Please turn
deservedly
your
so.
attention to the screen for information provided
reflections
by the
then,
local
Jim.
police.
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of...
আঠারোশো পনেরো পাবেন 10 লাখ যদি লাস্ট অব্দি থাকে তাহলে তো পাবেন কেন পাবেন না বাট এখন কন্টেস্ট অনেক বেশি তো যদি থাকে থাকার কথা ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলবো না ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলার মেজাজ নষ্ট আরে না ওটা রিয়েল আইডি না রিয়েল ফোন নাম্বার না ওটা
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
টাটা
And we're underway. Well, what a remarkable couple of years it has been for this boy. So talented, so young. He conquered Europe with his country after his first full season at just 16 years old. His possibilities, Jim, do appear limitless.
Well, the sky really is the limit, Peter. We've seen our fair share of whiz kids over the years.
এই অপোনেন্ট কি স্মার্ট আছে আমি
but
খেয়াল
he
করে নিই
feels that bit different. I mean, he even had the audacity to score in the title decider.
He shows up for the big games. He won't be happy with that one. Great vision. Now it's Pele. And it's Rice. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a... Has another go! Rice can clear it away. Oh, it's Dembele. Mateus, looking for options for movement.
Very smart assist.
Cleared away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Lopez. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now, can they get him away? Zanetti. It's a searching pass. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
The goal scorer for Barcelona after 22 minutes.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Can he get on the end of this?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Puskás.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Timber has it out wide and in space. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that's wonderful alertness. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And there's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well played. Silvestre. Vermi. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Dembele. Vermi! Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's been shifted off it. Neymar makes a dash for it. That's very neat. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's having a good look here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Puskás! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and
And we
it doesn't
come
look
to you
great.
now with a
It's
quick
going to be
request for
pretty
support
hard for them
from our
to
charity
pick
fund,
themselves up from
Chance
here.
in Football.
But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Dembele. Number 18,
So we're off again.
Cantona. Number
I think it'll be
16,
fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will
And
probably...
he shoots! And it's in! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Yamal. Cross flung in. Impressive jump. Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
ইমালকে
Oh, easy pickings there. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Tries to thread one through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Out again for a throw-in. And here's Messi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he's making progress on the ball. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal.
Such good technique.
That's a lovely pass. Puskás. Oh, this is a great position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And no, that was never going to make it. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's come loose. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
And a quick reminder today
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of.
Roll! Off the post! Maldini clears without hesitation. And here's Ibrahimovic. Back in possession and ready to go again.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as...
It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Argentina have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Oh, this looks sharp. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Schneider. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Dembele. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Marquez, Kimmich, and here's Cantona. Cantona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Driving forward, nicely weighted ball. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kimmich is always looking to break lines. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, sweet feet.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Messi. Well, that is commitment to the cause. And this could be the final action of the first half. Maldini getting this one clear. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
With the owner of a blue
Newcastle
car
unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points
did,
for stating the
Barlow.
obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens,
জার্সিটা ভালো
it's
লাগে
a
তাই
game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 6, Neymar.
Down to
Number
business
15,
again.
Pepe.
Newcastle really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Johan Cruyff. Number 4,
Cannavaro.
Number 10, Van Dijk. Substitution.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Argentina are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
পেস্টের বলে স্প্রেড ভালো আল্লাহ মাফ করো
Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Your impression so far, Jim?
Newcastle are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And
কি রে ভাই এতক্ষণ ধরে পাস দিচ্ছি
and that is put paid to
টাচ হচ্ছিল না কি হচ্ছিল আমি তো বুঝি না কিছু মাঝে মাঝে খেলার
Oh, this is a grand drive! It's hit the upright. Messi. Newcastle perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Kimmich. Cruyff running with intent. Rijkaard.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Driving on and making good progress. And it's Kimmich. And this is Owen.
Newcastle really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Best. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Best. Well, that looks a decent ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And just a quick reminder today to please
Your
drink
reflections
responsibly.
then, Jim.
Anyone appearing
Newcastle
intoxicated or
really
behaving
didn't
in
do
an
an awful
inappropriate
lot
manner
right
will
there.
be removed.
They didn't
Thank
do
you
much
very
at
much for
all.
your cooperation.
I thought some strong words at half-time would spring...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Saint-Germain against Barcelona.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
So that's got things underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Stood up well to him there. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Dembele.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Marquez. And Mateus. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it out wide. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Marquez gets it away. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zanetti, Girassi. Girassi. And smartly reclaimed. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. Shapes to shoot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in the second half.
Zanetti duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Chance in football.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Number 15, Gidswaite. Coming on the
So
field
the action
is
resumes.
number 9.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bullish header! And it's in! Barcelona are back in business! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay
ওয়ালাইকুম
that
আসসালাম
favour.
I think the
জাভেদ।
manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Right card. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Owen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And this is Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Dani Olmo. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Abiati sends that a long way. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Opts for safety. Looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
That could spell trouble. He's found a way through. And now they can clear their lines. McAllister. Gives it back. Girassi. Girassi! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And again they hit the front. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making
Good
the
to
guess
see
the wrong thing to
setting
do.
as
Made it
mine.
look a bit silly, Peter.
Number 17, Teu Girassi. Teu Girassi. Teu Girassi. Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 17, Teu Girassi.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again. Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Nicely intercepted.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Mbappe. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Oh, what has happened here?
Paris Saint-Germain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Well read, and the danger is averted. That's a good ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Bellingham.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Dembele. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Bellingham. Rijkaard.
And the pass is intercepted. Firmine. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Little pass back.
Rijkaard.
He's in a great position here.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. And that's a dangerous ball. Spread out to the left. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, this looks sharp. Decent chance! Costa Curta gets it clear.
Rijkaard.
And here's Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Batistuta. Driving on and making good progress.
You can never be short of runners into space.
And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Nedved deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
That's destined for the flank. And he's forced to go back. Howson. And here's Cantona. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. Terrific effort! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Dembele simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Lopez in with the challenge. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Cantona really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Nedved. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
18, Cantona. Number 10, Dembele.
Here is the first touch of the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going.
He'll try from distance. It's run loose. He's been caught napping. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Mateus, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he finish?
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Oh, that's superb. And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, can he get onto this? Mbappe! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Great ball, and he's in here. Tries one from range. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Casapia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Kvaratskhelia! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pass somewhat off target. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Owen. And here's Mbappe.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Kimmich is wide and looking to get onto this. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Quick reminder today,
Owen
please
voted.
এটা নুনের ট্রেনিং পিন কমেন্টে কেন থাকবে না? পিন কমেন্টে তো থাকার কথা। নুনের ট্রেনিং পিন কমেন্টে তো ট্রেনিং থাকবে না? দেখবেন প্লেয়ার প্রোগ্রেশন বলে একটা লিংক দেওয়া আছে, ওর সাথে ওই লিংকে ক্লিক করলে আপনি ওইখানে সব প্লেয়ারের ট্রেনিং পাবেন। কয়েকটা ম্যাচ চলাকালীন কথা বলবো না, কমেন্টও করবো না, জাস্ট খেলে একটু ঠিক করতে হবে হাতারে। সিরিয়াস না। আই ডোন্ট নো কেন হলো না। হ্যাঁ, আমার মতনই খেলবো, আর ওই জন্য কারো কমেন্ট না, কারো খেলার স্টাইল না, আমার মতন আমি করতে থাকি। হাত আগে ঠিক হোক, বা এই ডিভিশনে এখন স্ক্রিপ্ট চলছে, এখন আমি যতই যাই করি আমার বিগার উঠবে আর কিছু না। এই
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise
খেলছে
and
এখন,
energy.
এখন তো না ম্যাচ
This
শেষে একটু
certainly
মনোবল দিয়ে।
matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he
সবচেয়ে বড়
really
ব্যাপার
gets
রং
caught in a
পাস।
position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
কেমন গরম ভাইয়া, একে তো গরমে বিগার উঠে আছে পুরা, এত গরম, লাইট টাইট অফ করে রাখছি তাও গরম লাগে। আমারে কেউ সাজেস্ট দেয় না, বলে যে আপু এটা একটু ই করেন, ওরা আর না ঠিকই আছে, খেলা তো ইমপ্রুভ করতে হবে, সবসময় তো এভাবে খেলা রাখে 1900 করা পসিবল না।
Nothing given, and the counter is on. Fermin going forward. Donatoni. Now Mbappe. Now it's McAllister. Mateus. Fermin. Now it's Dembele. He's had it taken off him. Donatoni. And here's Batistuta.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And here's Batistuta. Oh, just skips past Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there is your
তুমি কথা
opener.
বলো না, যে তুমি বলে খেলতে পারো না,
The
এটা
movement
খারাপ
so
হয়ে আছে,
precise,
কথা বলো
the
না আজকে।
finish sumptuous.
Thun are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just eases him off the ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, no joy this time. Looking for a runner. Marquez cuts out the pass. Now it's Dembele. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Batistuta. Nicely aimed pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really
will be
annoyed
1
with that, you
minute
know,
at a
and
time.
they have every right to be.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please be reminded that
এই মজা করতে আসছো, যাও,
Tightest of
তোমার
margins.
লাইভ দেখা লাগবে না।
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going. but
কালি
at
আমি
least this
নিজে
will be a
কন্ট্রোল
good
করছি,
time
আমি
to
যে কিছু
reflect
ভাঙে ফেলিনি
and
এতক্ষণে
regroup. I
মেয়েটা
can see a
যে
few
পরিমাণে
changes coming,
বিগার উঠে আছে
because
মা,
whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just
কোন
about
দিন আমি
sorts out
গেম
the
ডিলিট করে
first
দিই,
45 minutes,
যে
and we'll be
ডিলিটে
back with
অ্যাকাউন্ট
the
আছে,
second very soon.
সত্যি কথা।
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Cantona. Number
The second
10,
period is underway.
Dembele.
Number 16.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Mbappe. Number 20.
And that interception was most necessary.
Messi.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And it's corner. It's their second corner of the game.
দুইটাই আমার নাম।
Impressive jump. Oh, crossbar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
He's going for goal! What a hit! What a hit!
সরি কেন?
Rocket and some! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have poured themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
73 minutes is
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Who really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Mbappe.
Barcelona really wanted
Added
that
minutes has been
two-goal
indicated.
cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Stojkovic makes a dash for it. Kimmich. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this...
friendly match. আজকে 1700 করেই ছাড়বো, দরকার হলে আজকে কেবল দিয়ে খেলবো, ফোনে চার্জে দিয়ে খেলবো, বাট 1700 আমি করবোই, 1700 বলছি 1600 আমি করবোই করবো আজকে, জ্যাম নেই, লাইভে করি আর না করি। আমি খাবো না। কতক্ষণ লাগবে? জি, আমার বাসা রাজশাহী, স্কোয়াড গেমিং।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
ওরে গরম, ছেঁচেতে একটা গরম ভাবসা,
Colours
মানে
vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
And he's being shifted off it. And this is Dembele. Kimmich. Mateus. This looks promising. Cantona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Silvesh. Oh, there's a probing ball. Xabi Alonso. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a very...
He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona!
রাশিয়াতে পড়েন বা গুড।
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Lopez. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
অবশ্যই ওয়ান ডান করবো, যেমনি হোক।
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
আজকে না হোক,
He's taking no chances
2 দিন
there.
পর হবে।
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Hullet. Oh, great! And Hullet! And there's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Wolverhampton restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how...
Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And it's Hullet. Vermi. And here's Lopez. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's tidy. And here's Cantona. And he's there to belt it away. And Mateus.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Lopez. Great vision. And the shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Hello, everybody, and please
So,
join
nothing in
me
it, Jim?
wishing a
What do you think?
happy wedding
Well,
anniversary
it's been an
for
exciting
one of our
half,
fan club
Peter, with
members.
each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Dembele. Number 18,
The second half then, just getting going.
number 16, Bellerin. Coming on the field,
Mbappe
number 20,
just eases him off the ball.
এরা বলে ফাউল।
Certainly caught him there, it's a free kick.
Mbappe. Number 8, Vanes. Substitutions taking place.
Great chance here from position A1.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend...
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Hullet is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And the ball is out of play.
নারায়ণগঞ্জ নিকনের বাসা।
And once more he proves rigid and robust. Mateus. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that has been cleared. Now it's Mbappe. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Rijkaard. Mbappe receives... And the shot! And he can thump it away.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
In with the challenge. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Knocks it into space. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona leading now. Kimmich. That's the keeper's ball. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Mbappe. Hoeneß engages and forces him off the ball. Mateus. And it's Kimmich. Short changes him with that pass. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Raul. And it's Robertson. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kimmich. And he's managed to get free. Kimmich gets a cross in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
নুনের জায়গায় আমি এখন খেলাবো না, নুনেজ যখন খেলালাম ভালো খেলেনি অতটা।
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Mbappe, never the sort to be shot shy. And the number on the board is 3. Mbappe! Mbappe purring through the gears. And that is it. The referee has seen it.
একদিন আমাদের জেলা ব্রাহ্মণবাড়িয়াতে এসে ঘুরেছে।
Finally smile now. They have held
তো
on
ভাইয়া,
in a
দাওয়াত দেওয়ার
difficult
জন্য।
watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller
যাও না
coaster
ভাবে
that.
কথা।
Fellow attendees, this is
বার্সা, সরি কেন? ঘুমায় যান, ঘুমায় যান। ফ্রেন্ডলি বলতে পারছি না শিওর এখনো। এত গলা ব্যথা করছে কেন? আইসক্রিম খাইছি তাই আরো বেশি এরকম হচ্ছে। জিকে ট্রেনিং। এই ম্যাচ খেলার পর ডিসিশন নিব ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলবো কিনা।
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Portugal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Threads one in, he's cut it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Howson cuts it out. Quarter of an hour played.
এই যে ডিফেন্স দিয়ে রাখছে তো।
Burmo, and he plays one through. Ferran Torres!
যাইতেই পারছি না কোনো।
Goal! Portugal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
You felt it was coming. 1-0. Oh,
ভাই কথা এতক্ষণ লাগে মারতে। আলা ভাই।
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash
Foul
decisions
marka,
now
pass.
could see them lose it.
And here's Trossard.
Trossard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Ferran Torres.
চোখ বন্ধ করে দিলেও এর পাস ঠিকঠাক হয়ে যাচ্ছে আর আমার
He's picked his way through. Chance! He will be livid with himself. And here's Cantona. Under an awful lot of pressure. Oh, good take in a good area. And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cantona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! And the shots!
হাও বারে লাগছে আল্লাহ
Nearly, but not quite.
Fermin certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Bomo. Rijkaard. Now it's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. Now it's Dembele.
2 added
That
minutes
is
has
good
been
alertness.
indicated.
Szoboszlai. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team
I'm
talks
afraid
will
to
undergo
tell you
change
that we're
now.
expecting
One will be
traffic to
solid,
be heavy
the
after
other
the
needs to
final
be
whistle
pretty
today.
inspiring.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Number 10, Dembele. Number 18, Cantona.
We're on the move again.
Number 16,
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Messi.
Yeah, he might have been looking for a gap there, Peter, but he couldn't find it.
Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Rijkaard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's on his own! Decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
I think the manager's reactions here sum it up perfectly. He fully expected that to go in.
And here's Ferran Torres. And Bomo. Maldini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a good spell of possession, this. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! And a neat finish! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, well played. Mateus. Chance here to counter. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well-timed, excellent interception. Messi. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kimmich. Messi. Burmo. Now this could be a chance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This is a promising build-up. Kimmich. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Trossard. And Portugal can counter-attack here.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be...
And he shoots! And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
অনেক ভালো কার্ড হয়েছে বির ডিস্ট্রয়ার তো হাইট ভালো স্ট্যাটও ভালো ওখানে আবার কোশ্চেন আছে কোনো শাহরিয়া নাফিস ভালো
It's their second corner of the game. Terrific effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kimmich is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Towering header! It's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 5
Duke
minutes
showed
added
plenty
time.
of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite... He's had a shot! Perilously close.
দেহ কমিলে যাবে আমার মঞ্চিটা মজা
And this is Pato. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's well... Takes a shot!
ভাই শালা এই সময় যে গোল
A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! There was to be only one outcome. And that is that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my...
ডেলিটই ভালো, মার্কিউলিসও ভালো, ডেলিটও ভালো। ডেলিটের স্টাইল ভালো আছে। ফর্ম শো টাইমের তো মাঝে মাঝে খারাপ যাইতে পারে, রিয়েল লাইফে যদি খারাপ খেলে তাহলে। অনেক আগে দেখছি, 4 জন 5 জন 6 জন 8 জন এরকমও দেখছি। কি হবে, খেয়াল করে কি হবে?
So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game
and
yet to kick
welcome to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Fermin completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Well, that milestone
ভাই আমি
might be on the
যেমনিই
back of
খেলতে
his
চাই
mind,
সেমনিই
Peter,
সমস্যা।
although I'm pretty sure
খেলবো, ওই তো
he'll
ব্লিচ
just go
মারবে,
about his
তাই জন্য
business
এরকম
as
করছে।
usual. It's just one of the many
আরে আমি
achievements he'll go
ওই
on to
পিছনে তো,
reach
তাই
from
না?
here.
And he's picked out the run. And here's Dembele. Now it's Lopez. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! It's the moment they all wanted. A goal in his 100th game. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out
What?
of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them
এই তো
to convert a defensive
এটা দিয়ে
situation
সবসময়
into a goal,
কালকুলার।
and it's very impressive.
So a breakthrough already. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score.
ভাই বল ধরে না, কি পাস দেয়,
It's
মানে
Schneider.
কিছুই বুঝি না আমি।
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He leaps for it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
তানভীর ভাই
I think he's
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ
done
ভালো,
great
আপনি
there,
কেমন
both
আছেন?
reading it and dealing with it.
Batistuta. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Fermin. Rijkaard. Kimmich. That's Maldini. And it's Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
এই
He read
জিনিসটাই
that
আমার
really
সাথে
well
হয়,
and
এই
stopped it.
জিনিসটা।
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's gone back to the keeper. Schmeichel punts it upfield. Batistuta. That has not gone well.
So, definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Rijkaard. And it's Schneider. And here's Batistuta. Mateus. And he cuts out the supply. Mateus. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through, and that could set him on his way. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
So, clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment, It's been compelling stuff.
And just a quick
Any
reminder
strong
today
opinions
to
on the
please
first
drink
half?
responsibly.
Well, I think it's a
Anyone
case of
appearing
so far,
intoxicated or
so
behaving
good.
in an inappropriate
The boss
manner
has
যদি
clearly
আমার
done his
অপোনেন্ট
homework, and I
দুইটা
don't
ডিফেন্স
think
অন করে
he
সেটা
needs
আমিও
to
তাই
change
করব
much
ডিভিশন
during
আসুক
the
কোনো
break.
কাহিনী না
Now they've got the lead.
কারণ আমি
They can
প্রেস করে
expect
খেলি
more of the
আমার
same in
পুরা
the second half.
উঠে চলে যাবে অ্যাটাকে তখন ওই
Barcelona,
ওই
1-0
কাউন্টারে
up at
চলে আসবে
half-time, and it's all to play for.
সুযোগ পাইলে কোনো ছাড় নাই তো ওগুলো রিস্ক কেন নিতে যাবে
Substitutions taking
হ্যাঁ
place.
আমি সারাদিন গেম খেলি ঘুমাবো কিসের জন্য
So right back into the action. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Howson. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Owen. Messi. Good pressure, determined, intense. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly...
Real chance! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! A finish of true class! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Great chance! And another try! And that's a tidy finish. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Mateus. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
আহা
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's where it came from. Mateus.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
হ্যাঁ এম এর জন্য ট্রেনিং করা ভাইয়া $10 কথা বলে আমি ওগুলো মনেও রাখি না কি করবো আমি $10 ম্যান মার্কিং করছে যাই হোক করো বুলেটকে বসায় রাখছে নাইস
Substitution on the field. Number 23, David Villa. Number 4, Schneider. Number 18, Batistuta.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Mateus.
Now it's
Number
Pullet.
8,
Danny Olmo.
McAllister. Coming on the
Pullet.
field.
Shot a goal!
Number 22.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Number 19, Danny
Owen
Olmo.
did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Number 9.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Number 10.
Mbappe being
Beckham.
hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Hullet. pull it.
Seoul really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, right place, right time.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
There will be 3
Marquez
minutes
did
added
well to
time.
emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep. Takes a shot! Loose ball now as it
ওরে
takes on to
ভাই,
retrieve it. And that was struck with genuine force.
কি
And
সেভ
that's
ছিল!
that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel
Opponent
it's a
আমাকে এই
shame
জিনিস
anybody
শিখাইছে
had to lose.
Please
যে
join
ডবল
me
ডিফেন্স অন
in
করতে
wishing
হবে।
all the best.
মিস্টার দীপ, হ্যাঁ প্রচুর রাগ করছি। লো শুটিং, দুইটা ডিভাইস বা দুইটা অ্যাকাউন্ট, আর দুইটা ডিভাইস হওয়া লাগতো, দুইটা অ্যাকাউন্ট। তো বড় মাল্লা। রিচ এত কইমা গেল কেন? কয়টা লাইক হয়েছে? ৮২টা। ১০০টা হবে বলে তো মনে হয় না। আও ১৮টা লাইক লাগবে। আমি ওকে দেখতেছি।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will,
অনেকটা না
of course,
পুরাপুরি।
ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Aims beyond the defence. That pass
মার্সেলো দিয়ে
just
তুলবে
didn't quite work.
ক্রস।
And here's Cantona. Stood up well to him there.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really
এগুলো সেভ
saves
দেওয়া
the
সম্ভব
shot. Goal! And we have lifted.
কেমনি এগুলা আর
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking
ভাই
into a
ডিভিশন
sucker
2ই হবে
punch,
না
and they're dazed.
ওয়ান তো অনেক স্বপ্নের ব্যাপার না
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
ষোলোশোর হয়েছে হচ্ছে না
Quality ball. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Where it came from. Oh, good ball. Oh,
Shit.
chance for a shot. It's in. A quite
আরে
incredible
ম্যাচ শেষ আর
spell.
খেলবো না
They
হবে না
are
বাদ দেন
flying.
আর আমি অফলাইনেও খেলবো না
Well,
2-3 দিন
you're in
ব্রেক
possession.
দিব
The
আর
next
করবো না
picking the ball out
লাইফস্টাইল
of your own net. That one will sting.
ভালো লাগে না
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Big chance! And there's a goal. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems.
না সত্যি
for that
সত্যি
defense.
কয়েকদিন লাইভ অফ করে দেবো আর হচ্ছে না হুদাই
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Dembele's delivery. Oh, good effort. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cantona is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. Barcelona are back in business. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Let's a look and place it forward. Looking for the run. Vermeer. And it's Dembele. Knocks it into space. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Bernardo Silva. Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Cantona. Shot could be... Takes a shot!
কি রে কেমনে মিস করলো
And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't
ভাই
help but leave
ওরে
some
কেমনে মিস করছে
3 minutes added time.
Right, Shevchenko. Nice interception, well timed. Mateus can see things others
Good.
simply cannot.
ওয়েন ওয়েন করছি কেন
Lovely ball and a
ডেম্বেল কি এরা পাস মানে
And that signals the end of the first period. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. So there was the first half.
I'm
Just a
still
quick
trying to
announcement,
figure
it
out
is
how
now
this
time
is
for
still
our
level,
special
Peter.
lottery.
I mean, one
Please
minute
grab the
you're
tickets
looking
How?
at one side
Walking
battering
through
the
the
other,
মানে
somehow they find their way back
আমারে
into it. Something tells me there's going to be just as many twists in the second half too.
Well, it has been
Nothing
a
to say.
high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals
মুড়ি
going in
খাও
at
খেতে খেতে
half-time.
কি ভালো ছিল আল্লাহ মালুম আর কিছু না
Taking place.
So once again, we're underway.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now there's a fine ball. Now this could be a decent chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That was a given. It always was. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bullet has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the shot! And that's a good finish. And this is getting better and better. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Oh, what has happened here? Bernardo Silva!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Oh, that is a good... Can he finish? And it's in! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he tried.
And it's been given
아리 파이
And the shot's on.
티
Got a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this
발레를
is so good.
게임을
I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Bernardo
So
Silva.
time for change. And
Number
this one has been on the
69,
cards for a little while.
Shevchenko.
It's
Number
turning into quite a gem,
29,
this.
I think there's been a greater
Number
menace to
7,
everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they
Number
hope will
20,
continue.
Pele. Coming on the
Concentration
field,
levels are very
number
good, and so
9,
is the commitment.
Griezmann.
This game could
Number
yet yield a
10,
winner.
Mbappe. Number 6, Ibrahimovic. Number 22, Del Piero.
Still
Number
anyone's game, this.
15,
One moment
Ribery.
can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, that was vital.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And Owen! He's gifted it to the opposition.
There will
The
be 5
referee's
minutes
looking at his
added
watch.
time.
We could be done here. Ribery. And Marcelo. Tries to play it through. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Out towards the flank. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Ibrahimovic. So that's it. It is all over. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
And a quick
Barcelona
reminder
can always
today to
take
please
more
take
positives
all
from a
the
result
bins
like this.
located by the
Yes, there
entrance
is some
gates.
tidying
Thank
up to
you
do,
very much for
but
your
some real
cooperation.
promise too.
জাস্ট একটা কথা ভাবি, সেটা হচ্ছে মানে ডিফেন্স দুইটা অন করে দুইটা গোল খাচ্ছি, তো কি লাভ? ডিফেন্স অন করে কি লাভ ভাই? আরে কিছু বলারই নাই, এই ডিভিশনে এত পরিমাণে স্ক্রিপ্টিং। নতুন কোনো ফুটবলের অন্য কোনো এই যে ফিফা ছাড়া আর কোনো গেম ভালো থাকলে একটু বললেন, আমি সুইচ করব। ফুটবলই খেলবো, এই ফুটবল বাদ, বয়কট করবো আমি। মানে ভাই কি কষ্টে কামব্যাক দিছিলাম দুইটা, আমি তো ছাড়াই দিছি আশা যে না এফসি মোবাইল ছাড়া কি বলো, ওই ফিফা ওরেই ভুল করে বার হয়ে গেছে, ওই এফসি মোবাইল ছাড়া। জাস্ট ইমাজিন ভাই রে ভাই, এত পরিমাণে বিগার একটা ম্যাচ ছিল। এত গলা ব্যথা করছে, আমি কালকে সকালে কথা বলতে পারবো কিনা আদৌ।
Choreography, the camaraderie, the
Real
fans
life
have pulled
message.
all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here.
আমি জানি, আমি অনেকগুলা ইনস্টল করছিলাম, ভাল লাগে না
Should be in for something very special.
ওগুলা, ফাও ফাও গ্রাফিক্স তো আরো বাজে, আর অন্য কিছু।
So that's got things underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And here's Cantona. Mateus. Great vision. Brilliantly cut out. Raul. He won't be happy with that one.
আমি এখানে দিতে চাইনি, আমি তো পাশে দেখলাম, আমি পাশে পাস দিলাম।
Timber. Can he get it through? Raul. That is a brilliant interception.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Gerrard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a sharp pass. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking for the run. Shevchenko. Vermeer. And it's Snyder. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Shoot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage.
অপোনেন্টে রিপোর্ট না যদি কোনো কিভাবে ডাইরেক্ট রিপোর্ট মারা যেত, তাহলে সবচেয়ে ভালো হতো।
Come backwards here. Now it's Lopez. Gerrard promptly onto that, and that is that. Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Cantona. Mateus. Howson. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And here's Lopez.
আরে
Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
কর্নার থেকে বাঁচবো বলতে ও
Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Silvesh.
There will be
Lovely
one
pass,
minute
but
added
can he
time.
get there?
And the shot! And he's done it!
That couldn't have been a more powerful
বুঝতে
injection
পারছি
of belief for this
বুঝবো না
team.
কেন
Top man.
And that is indeed the final act. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona unable
And
to
we
get
come
back
to you
onto
now
level
with a
terms
quick
before
request
half-time.
for
They
support
trail
for
1-0.
our World Charity Fund.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
ডিফেন্সিভ ফুলব্যাক সিবিতে খেলালে ওই প্লেয়ার কি বিল্ড আপের মতো খেলবে নাকি ডিস্টার বিল্ড আপের মতো
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Dembele. Number
So we're underway for the
18,
second half.
Cantona. Number 16,
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent, with purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Messi. Substitution.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's well spotted. Now he's off and running. That's a little off target. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely weighted ball. And Owen! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Mateus!
Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have hauled
ঠিক আছে
themselves right back
দেশে
into
খেলাবো
it.
না
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
এত দূর
Number
বল
3
চলে গেছে
coming up. And that has been cleared. Great ball. Mbappe! And he's managed to get rid. And it's Rijkaard. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in. He's got away. Rijkaard. Works it forward. Chiellini makes the interception. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. There's the shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Taken back almost at once. And he is dashing on.
আরে ভাই
Oh no,
সেভ দিয়ে
that
দিছে।
could be a costly miss. Corner number 4 coming up here.
সাব হিসেবে অবশ্যই এমবাপ্পে। ইয়েস কর্নার ব্রো কর্নার।
And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Shot,
Hey.
surely!
তাও
It's off target and by quite a way.
Mohamed Salah clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options
Is
for
it-
him there.
এটা অবশ্যই পসিবল আমার জন্য গোল খাওয়া। এটা বার্সা ভার্সেস রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ খেলা হচ্ছে, খেয়াল করছেন কেউ?
Mohamed Salah. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. Mateus. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Owen. Now it's Kimmich. He has found the way. Chance! And the ball's come loose here. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Jupe. Well, that pass isn't the best. That is as far as it goes.
ইমেজ প্রোগ্রেশন এই কর্নার থেকে বাজবো ট্যাগ ভিডিও চাই, এটার কোনো ভিডিও নাই।
Unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Howson picking up the man of the
ওরে
match award.
আমার
and no
মানে
surprise
বুঝাইতে
there.
পারছি না আমি কি পরিমাণে
Well, how will we
কর্নারটা
look
দেখে
back on
আসি।
that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at
ও
the
লুথার
players
ম্যাথিউসের এই
celebrating
গোলটাও
with
দেখা
the
উচিত
fans.
ছিল।
Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
হ্যালো সাফুল, সাফুল আমার বিপক্ষে কেন কেউ কর্নার গোল দিলে নুসু তোমার খবর? আমার দোষ? এটা কি আমার দোষ? লুথারের গোলটা একটু দেখি। হ্যাঁ উসমান খান, ও ভাই নাইস। চলো 1600 আই থিঙ্ক হওয়ার কথা নাকি হয়েছে? বলছি আজকে 1600 করবো মানে করবোই, জ্যাম নেই হোক। অবশ্যই কথা দিয়ে কথা রাখি। টিমের নেমটা চেঞ্জ করে সেট পিস এফসি দেন। আচ্ছা যাই হোক, আমার ফোনে চার্জ নেই, অনেকবার ব্যাটারি লো দেখাইছে, দেখছেন আপনারা। আজকে ছিল জেদের ম্যাচ। আমার এরকম হয়েছে, আমি মনে হয় 2টা না 3টা ম্যাচ লাগবে 1800 করতে। আমার তখন টেনশন আর ঘুম পায় না চোখে। আমি মানে এরকম হয়েছে যে আমি ঘুলা ঘুলাও দেখছি, যে অনেক ফোনের স্ক্রিন চোখে লাগে তো তখন ঘুলা ঘুলা দেখি। রিভিউ দেওয়ার মতন ফোনে চার্জই নাই, দেখেন ভাই 13% চার্জ, ফোনটা চার্জ দিতে হবে। তো কথা হচ্ছে দিয়ে চোখে ঝাপসা দেখি, কিন্তু আমার তখন জেদ হাই লেভেলে যে না নিশ্চয় চেক 100 হয়ে গেছে। সিরিয়াসলি থ্যাংক ইউ থ্যাংক ইউ থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ জিয়াদ। আই একটা বাকি আছে করো, তারপর থ্যাংক ইউ দিচ্ছি। 2000 করতে পারবে? ও মূর্খদা, করতে পারবো না এটা ভুল, বাট সেইভাবে সারাদিন আমার ফোনে গেমের উপরে থাকতে হবে। তো ওইভাবে থাকা সম্ভব না। 1900 রেটিং করছিলাম, যার মধ্যে আমি বাসায় ছিলাম না, আপনাদের আঙ্কিতার বাসায় ছিলাম সেদিন। ওইও ফ্রি ফায়ার খেলছিল, আমিও তখন বসে থেকে খেলছিলাম, খেলতে খেলতে পিনিক খেলতে খেলতে চলে গেছি। ওকে, এটা একটা বাকি রাখছে, ওর বিয়ে হইতো না। আচ্ছা দুর্জয়, ফোনে চার্জ নাই বুঝছো। আমি কালকে কালকে লাইভে আসলে, আজকে আমার তো খেলার কথা ছিল ফ্রেন্ডলি, কি হয়ে গেছে? মন খারাপ করো না, হ্যাঁ। থাকেন, 1টা বাজে, আজকে কয় ঘন্টা, 4 ঘন্টা মনে হয় হয়ে যাবে। এত রাতে আঙ্কিতার বাসায় ছিলাম, এত রাতে? আরে এখন না, সেই 1900 করছিলাম, যার মধ্যে বাসায় ছিলাম, মানে একদিন ছিলাম তোর বাসায়। হয়ে গেছে 100। আচ্ছা, থ্যাংকু থ্যাংকু। সবাইকে অসংখ্য অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ এতক্ষণ আমার সাথে থাকার জন্য, আমার বিগাত দেখার জন্য অ্যান্ড সাপোর্ট করার জন্য। ইনশাল্লাহ কাম ব্যাক করবো, প্যারা নাই রিফাত। আচ্ছা ভাই, আল্লাহ হাফেজ, গেলাম, ফোন চার্জে দিই।